For this week,
What
Tom,
do you got
I'm
for
starting
us?
you off
For us, I should
with,
say.
yeah, a new NASA XPlane construction is going to begin.
NASA XPlane.
XPlane.
Is that for the X-Men? Or?
Gotta have an X because X is a cool letter. No, so the story on Twitter that I saw, it always bumps me out of my bookmarks
Out of your
here.
tweeter?
Yeah, I don't know why. Let me jump back into it really quick because I know Kyle's got it up on the screen. He's probably like,
Come on,
"Bro,
John.
come on, get with it."
We already all see it.
They say, imagine this: traveling safely at the speed of sound, getting to your destination faster, and flying with significantly less noise. Our NASA Aero innovators are creating an experimental aircraft that could make supersonic flight over land possible.
Oh, we actually talked about this one.
We did.
Previously,
We
yes,
did.
I remember.
So, NASA made a big announcement earlier in the week that
They're basically claiming, right, that they could dampen the sonic boom as you break the sound barrier, right?
Yeah, so they're awarding a $247.5 million contract.
Wow, 247.
Yeah, to Lockheed Martin Aeronautics, a California-based company,
Okay.
to build what they're calling the X-Plane. I think it's called the X-Plane. Otherwise, it's called the Cross-Plane, and I'm just
You're just
botching
calling it an X. Whatever.
Yeah,
It's the X-Plane.
It's the
yeah.
X-Plane. And what they want to be able to do is create supersonic, meaning traveling faster than the speed of sound type aircraft that generates a low, almost non-existent sonic boom. Right?
Yeah. So, point that you made is that we can do flights over land now that we previously couldn't because of the planes as they're flying along. You can't make a loud sonic boom over certain cities and areas, so it's like a no-fly zone for where you're breaking the sound barrier.
Right. So yeah, currently as it is, if you are going to try to exceed the sound barrier in a jet like that, you will create like kind of a loud crash sound.
Just boom.
Yeah,
breaking
because-
the sound barrier.
Right.
Yeah.
The air actually gets compressed to a point where that when it kind of bounces back down off the earth, it like
Just breaks.
cracks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really know how to explain it.
It's a pretty good way to. Yeah.
So with the advent of looking at fluid dynamics of the air kind of coming off of the aircraft via computer simulations and Schlieren imaging, which we covered on a previous episode back in the day, NASA has been able to really kind of engineer their aircraft in such a way that it really reduces that sonic boom crashing, and to the point where it's many times a softer thud than it would have been.
But it's not completely gone, but it's way dampened.
Right.
Okay.
So they gave a little video soundbite to compare the two. It's kind of funny. I didn't share it with Kyle because I didn't really have a good way of showing off just that clip in a larger video.
Okay.
But basically, it kind of sounds like going from a crash to going to like a mini fart. It's just like yeah. So this is great news because this can significantly decrease the travel time of going from New York to LA. Right? They're claiming maybe lower than 2 hours, which would be
that'd be sick.
That's pretty tight. Yeah.
That'd be a game changer. Yeah.
So I wanted to bring this up because we kind of covered the initial research into
that was
something
going
like
into
this.
the Schlieren imaging.
A while back. Second, they give a timetable here. I wanted to read the timetable for you.
Because, like when we can expect this to actually be a thing.
So they're looking at 2019. Right, here we go. 2019, quote, NASA conducts a critical design review of the low-boom X-plane configuration, which, if successful, allows final construction and assembly to be completed. All right, so that's what we can look forward to next year.
Cool.
2021, construction of the aircraft at Lockheed Martin's Skunk Works facility in Palmdale is completed. To be followed by a series of test flights to demonstrate the aircraft is safe to fly and meets all of NASA's performance requirements. The aircraft is then officially delivered to NASA, completing phase 1.
Okay.
In 2022, I just spit everywhere.
It's okay.
That was gross. Phase 2 will see NASA fly the X-Plane in the supersonic test range over Edwards to prove the quiet supersonic technology works as designed, its performance is robust, and it is safe for operations in the National Airspace System.
So that's in 2022. We're almost already there.
Yep. And then 2023 to 2025.
That's when
Phase 3 begins with the first community response test flights, which will be staged from Armstrong. Further community response activity will take place in 4 to 6 cities around the United States. So by 2025,
so
Tom,
we're 7 years out of actually having this be a thing.
we could potentially have enough evidence that this works and commercial
Works well enough to do it actually carry out.
airlines can go ahead and build these aircrafts that have low sonic boom, and we can get this shit going.
So is it all like from an engineering standpoint, like a shape thing of the aircraft? Or
I think so.
Is it comes down to like the shape, the way it travels through the air, and the way the air comes off of it?
I think primarily,
something like that?
Yeah, because they show in the tweet that I'm sure Kyle put up a rendered kind of image of this aircraft that's kind of real skinny and like very sleek, very cool.
So a lot sleeker, and yeah, I guess the way it interacts with the air. Yeah.
If I was gonna board this plane, I'd be wearing sunglasses and just be like,
briefcase maybe.
fucking ball on out, baby. No, it looks really cool.
Oh my god. Okay.
Gesundheit.
Thank you.
My question to you, Tom, is what do you think actualizes or materializes first? Because remember, we also saw not too many weeks ago Elon Musk and SpaceX making these bold claims that they were going to have these sort of rocket-based space
Stations,
that
could fly you anywhere in the world for
right.
super fast.
Right.
Yeah.
So we have the timetable by NASA. Elon Musk has the timetable for when this sort of thing is going off.
You can use this sort of technique when you're shooting a rocket. That has nothing to do with this. They're making noise regardless.
So who do you think wins in this
I would say
battle royale?
Probably NASA for now, because there's so much infrastructure already in place and all these planes and companies already doing their thing, just incorporated in there.
Could be.
Probably.
Let's not forget, though, we announced that NASA had some delays for a long.
We'll see though.
Yeah, we'll see. Of course, SpaceX is no stranger to delays for their own projects as well. My thought with this is that we'll see NASA kind of take to this route for continental travel, and I think the SpaceX thing will be more of an international sort of venture.
Australia to somewhere,
Yeah, because flying to Australia sucks.
Yeah, exactly.
I've never done it, but
I've heard.
Yeah, I've heard. So that's kind of my take on that.
Cool. I like it.
Yeah, there you go.